Okay, awesome. I think we're live. Um, so this is the Reach the World webpage, reachtheworld.org. They're revamping their webpage, and there's a chance that my journey will not be found there. So I wanted to make sure that I recorded everything so that I could have it and document it just in case my journey gets removed when they revamp their website in July of 2025. So you scroll on the map and they have, you can see here how many different travelers they have all over the world. Maybe they have a few less in Africa. I was featured 1 week, so it would have pulled up here, and you click that there. Anyways, so here is my journey. So this is the journey homepage right here. This is what it looks like. And then this is the bio that I wrote when I first started with Reach the World. And here's the picture that goes with the bio. Great. So every week I did a journal entry or logbooks or field notes from January until April with Lexi's classroom. This was the first one. So I'm just going to go through them so that I can have everything for me. So let's see here. Great. Yeah, it was her 6th grade class at Snowhorse Elementary with Mrs. Hunt. She was an amazing teacher. They're an amazing class. It was a lot of fun to share this journey with them. You'll notice that I went into a lot of depth in each of these articles. That was kind of by design, as this was kind of forcing me to document my experience in Malawi, and so I wanted to go in depth so that I could use this as my journal in the future and look back on it to remember the details. So okay, that was the first article for the first week in January, and then it's kind of an introduction. This is the second one. Hopefully you can pause the video and go back and read things as necessary. So yeah, it was a lot of work. I don't know how much of the articles the class read because they were kind of long at times, but they're long, but I will, looking back, I will be very grateful and glad that I made these because it will help in remembering Malawi. So, great. This is the second article. I wanted to give them a background so that they could understand the basics of life because there's a huge culture shock when you get out here. It's very different from life in the United States, and so it's kind of hard to understand the other elements if you don't first understand the basics. So that's kind of what this article is sharing with them. Just all these different basic things. And then also in conjunction with my blog, I ended up deciding to do a YouTube channel, I guess you could say, just a place where I could upload videos so it could be more interactive. So that's what that link is there. Perfect. And hopefully, Braden, you don't forget who all these people are and where these pictures were taken. Okay, let's see. So after that journal, I think the next one I did was a logbook. So let's go to the journey homepage. Let's go to logbook. This is given some more basic information. What happens if I do this? Click to find out. There you go. It's the location. Malawi. There's Malawi, far away. To get here, I had to fly from Salt Lake to France to Johannesburg to Malawi, and to go back, fly from the long way to Joburg to Atlanta to Salt Lake. So it's a long 2 days of travel. It was a full 2 days of travel and a full 24 hours on airplanes. Okay, here's the refugee camp where I spent a lot of my time. This is the windmill from the movie. I'd recommend if you want to see what life is like in Malawi. There's a really good movie that was filmed here on Netflix. Might not be on Netflix in the future, I don't know, called The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. Really good. So that's what that windmill is of. Cool. Always fuel shortages, unfortunately. Right now, the president wants to be re-elected, and so they are concerned about upping the fuel prices, because that can lead to prices going up in other areas and make people not happy. So for now, fuel is super cheap, and that means there's not enough of it. So yeah. Logbook. It's actually a lot of fun. I haven't looked back at this for a few months since I wrote these for the first time, so it's kind of fun to see all these articles. Cool. The famous SEMA. Yeah, and here's another video, but that one's just a music video for a song that I thought was interesting. That depicted the type of music they listen to here, the pop culture. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the end of the logbook. So I think the third week might have been a, let's see, what do we got? Yeah, so the next was a field note. I want to say it was a traditions field note. Is the next one. So a little bit about the traditions and celebrations in Malawi. Eugene's awesome. He's awesome. He sent me a bunch of pictures from his wedding and said I could put them on here, so it was perfect to be able to show you guys what weddings are like. As you'll read, it's a lot different than American weddings. Another YouTube video. More on the traditions. Okay, great. So yeah, oh wait, no, there's one more page. Here's the last page. Perfect. Okay, great. So that's traditions. Next, I believe, was another field note on tennis on Match Foundation. Shout out to Match Foundation. Shout out to the coaches and the staff there and the students, of course. Cool. A lot of memories in this place. Wow. Another video. I spelled 209 wrong. It's actually IW, but at that time I didn't know that, so I spelled it with EO. Great. Okay. Awesome. Next, I should show you guys the last field note, the daily life field note. This is an interview that was done with Prudencia at the refugee camp at Hope Family Clinic, where I work each week. So this is the refugee clinic, or sorry, the refugee camp. Here is Prudencia. She was super brave to do this interview. She was a little bit skeptical because she knew that her English was only a few years old, but really proud of her for doing it. Great. Okay, awesome. Then, yeah, so, and then these other field notes, I didn't do anything for them. So let's go to the next journal that I had, healthcare. So this is talking about my work that I did in healthcare. It was pretty balanced between doing teaching and then doing healthcare things and projects, and then the sports projects, I guess, as well. So it was really busy. It's been a really busy Fulbright, but it's been really good. Great. And then there's also a YouTube video on the hospital and clinic where I worked. Power outages. Okay, great. Cool. Let's go to the next one. Great, this is teaching. This is the school, everything about the school. Next one. Great, let's go to the next page. Next page. And then there's the video for that one. Perfect. Okay, then let's go to the last article here. You see I spelled goodbye correctly in Chichewa. So, tuonana and farewell from Africa, from Malawi. I pre-loaded a lot of the images because the internet here can be sometimes pretty slow, but I think I forgot to do it for this article, so apologies if this one is slower than the others at loading the pictures. Signing off. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I think that is everything from my webpage. So if they do remove the blog, then I will still have a document of my posts and everything from the year out here in Malawi. So yeah, hopefully this gets saved on somewhere and I will be able to keep this for my record so I can go back and look at it. But it was a great time with Reach the World and really enjoyed working with Mrs. Hunt class. Mrs. Hunt's class. It ended up being a lot of work. It was 12 weeks, January to April, and ended up spending about 10 or so hours each week prepping materials, writing, taking pictures. So it ended up being a lot of work, but I wanted to do it good just so that I could have it for my record as kind of a journal. So there you go. That's my blog about my time on my Fulbright in Malawi. So great. See you later. Te onana.